Devil May Cry 5 definitely has to be one of the most fun character action games that I've played by a long shot. It's a lot of fun and definitely has a lot of interesting characters. I would recommend it to everyone regardless of your experience with these type of games. But if you want to hear my thoughts on it, you should go check out that video. It's going to be linked down below, since this video is going to be on unused content. It's not a whole lot, but what's there I think is pretty cool, and to my knowledge, it's mostly just for the base DMC5. If I see anything that has, content related to the special edition, I'll bring it up. And also I'll be getting this information from the cutting room floor, along with the DMC wiki, which will also be linked down below. Also, I usually bring this up near the end of the video, but I just want to mention, if you like my videos, just leave a sub along with liking it, along with also following my Twitter, which is also down below. And with that, let's get into some unused UI element. We have some early versions of character portraits of Dante, V, and Nero, and I think it's pretty clear too why they went unused. We also have some mission start UI that ended up going unused, one of which is the start menu. Another one is a test version of the breaker loadout menu that uses concept out of Nero. Another is some tutorial pop-ups and just thumbnails for what they would have been in the game if they did end up being used. The text on there says hint image tutorial area. We also have some unused weapon UI, some of which is of Nero's Devil Breakers. Another one is of Dante's weapons, and it's been mentioned that it's unknown if these are just placeholders for the shop or if it's just for normal gameplay. And the text on Dante's weapon UI is Rebellion, Sparta, Devil Sword Dante, hand-to-hand combat, armor, Cerberus, Emperor, Ebony Ivory, Coyote, Callion Arm, Double Callion, and Falsehead. The Emperor is told it might have been Calvior, and the hand-to-hand combat is just Balrog, since those two are the only ones that are not there. We also have some report UI that has some temporary ones, those being of the Nidhogg, Hatchling, Nero and Dante's Devil Trigger, Dante's Sin Devil Trigger, along with Kyrie. Last one is a bit odd since she doesn't really show up in the game other than like the start and the end, but only with her voice. So this does suggest she might have shown up at some point, like physically, but it's anyone's guess to when. My guess is probably near the end of the game, but again, anyone's guess. Along with that, the only Devil Trigger ones might have had their own character slots in the character report menus instead of having a variation under their base character. Now we also have some images that relate to the special edition, where the images relate to ray tracing and settings, along with a temporary logo for the special edition. The former should be obvious, but the one with the logo is in the group with the jukebox, so it's been said that it might have been a placeholder for Bury the Light, that being Voltron's battle theme. Moving on from the unused UI, there is a unused taunt that belongs to Nero. There is a video of it on the cutting room floor page, so if you want to see it, it's in the description again. And it's where he takes off his Devil Breaker, says something, and puts it back on. I don't know why it was moved, since I think it fits his character and it is pretty funny. Then there's also an unused move for V called Kiss of Death. He raises up into the air with him saying, "I'm taking my time," and then his familiars just start destroying everything in a large radius. This move wastes all of his DT, and it has a description which I'll just show on screen right now. There's also a video of him also on the cutting room floor, so again, if you want to check it, just look down below. Along with that, this voice line and animation would just be used for Voltron in the special edition for his move World of V. And on Voltron, he was cut from the original release, with a few moves and no normal skills if you do hack him in. And you can do this by just changing the character value to full. It's been said that he was cut because he just was being tested out for like bosses and stuff, so that's pretty much why. And he is there in the special edition, along with him being available to buy just separately, so at least we did get Voltron DMC5 at some point as a playable character. There's also some unused enemies as well, which are shown in the art book on pages 128 to 135, along with some unused cutscenes, also in the art book on pages 248 and 249. Those ones just show some storyboards on it. There's also some unused clear bonus arts, two of which all gets to be related to finishing the prologue mission. They look pretty cool, and I have no real guess to why they were cut. There's also one that was found after the Voltron DLC being released, which can be seen in the video on the Fandom page, but if you want to see it in game, you can see it via modding. Now we can move on to some unused weapon files for Neo's Devil Breakers, both in Japanese and in English. I'll show them on the screen now, but it's for the Mega Buster, Cobra GP01, and the Pasta Breaker. There's also some unused items, all of which can be seen in cutscenes since the characters pick them up, but you can't use them in game. The items are the Galith Shard, Artemis Orb, Grayon Splitter, and finally the Gilgamesh Shard. Now moving on to some miscellaneous stuff, there is some text that reads Online Bloody Palace. It would have been pretty cool to do Online Bloody Palace, since I think the only time you could play, Bloody Palace with another person officially was the Switch port of DMC3, and that's only local, so having an online version that you can play with strangers and friends would have been pretty cool for DMC5. We also have more text relating to the style ranking, where there's unused rank level, that's E, which was supposed to be Edgelord. Most stuff relating to online, there is some text that might have been hinted at that you could invite people and search for them. And the final text that went unused was something after you finish a co-op mission in the evaluation menu, which says times fought together, so who knows what this could have been used for. And that's pretty much all the unused content that I could find for DMC5, with my favorite being Neo's Taunt and the bonus art along with V's unused move, all of which makes me wonder why they were cut in the first place, since they all seem pretty cool. But now I want to hear what you guys found the most interesting, so let me know in the comments below, and thank you all for watching, and see you guys later.